Hello, friends. In continuation with our discussion on the literary terms and concepts, beginning with P, uh, I would like to discuss the term post colonial in this part of my discussion. The term post colonialism is referred to the historical period or state of affairs representing the aftermath of Western colonialism. It is used in the context of the period which comes after the colonial period. This term can also be used to describe the concurrent project to reclaim and rethink the history and agency of people subordinated under various forms of imperialism. So we can understand that the term post colonialism is used to describe the correlated project by the authors and different scholars from different fields rather who try to reclaim and rethink the history and agency of people who were subordinated under various forms of imperialism. Imperialism, as you know, is a kind of rule imposed by different emperors, especially European colonizers. So the field, post-colonial field, studies colonialism and its lasting after effects around the world. In this context, we can understand the term colonial and post-colonial as the studies which embrace several historical approaches. Colonial and post-colonial studies include several historical approaches ranging from cultural studies and comparative social history, which have the aim of analyzing the means of domination and resistance. Colonial literature is most easily defined as literature written during the time of colonization, usually from the point of view of the colonizers, whereas post-colonial literature refers to literature written in a post-colonial period, generally by members of the colonized community. So, in simple words, we understand that colonial literature is the literature written by the colonizers, whereas post-colonial literature is literature written by the members of the colonized communities. And in literary criticism and theory, we come across the use of the term post-colonial theory, which is a body of thought primarily concerned with accounting for the political, aesthetic, economic, historical, and social impact of European colonial rule around the world in the 18th through the 20th century. It also suggests that the colonized world stands at the forgotten center of global modernity. Post-colonial theory also is a literary approach that focuses on English language texts from countries and cultures formerly colonized or dominated by the United States or British Empire and other European countries. So, for example, we can talk about Indian English literature. It is a kind of writing which focuses on the problems of the Indian people under the British rule, and later it started dealing with its own concerns. So post-colonialists focus on literature of such regions as Australia, New Zealand, Africa, South America, and Asia, and such cultural groups as African Americans and Native Americans, etc. So this is what we understand about the term post-colonial and post-colonialism.